Spring is here, and the deals are hotter than ever at Shack Shop. Turn heads with stunning bikinis, now on sale. Explore the deep with cutting-edge underwater drones. Gear up for adventure with durable tents for every trip. Ride into spring with unbeatable deals on bikes. Fresh styles, women's fashion, and must-have looks, all discounted. Don't miss the Shack Shop Spring Fling Sale. These prices won't last. Shop now and make this spring unforgettable, only at Shack Shop.
TikTok star Marquay the Goat's cause of death revealed. The sudden loss of Marquay Collins, widely recognized online as Marquay the Goat, has shaken millions of fans across social media. Known for his humor, vibrant personality, and ability to connect with audiences through relatable content, his death at just 24 years old marked a heartbreaking moment for the digital creator community. Months after his passing, officials have confirmed the cause of death, bringing clarity to a story that left many searching for answers. But beyond the medical explanation lies a deeper story, one of rapid rise, personal struggle, and an unforgettable connection with millions. A rising star on TikTok. Before his untimely death, Marquay Collins had built an enormous following on TikTok, amassing more than 6.9 million followers. His content stood out in a crowded digital space, not because of elaborate production or controversy, but because of something far more powerful: authenticity. Marquay's videos often featured everyday humor rooted in real-life experiences, light-hearted storytelling, engaging personality-driven content, moments that felt personal and genuine. Fans didn't just watch Marquay, they felt like they knew him. His ability to make people laugh while staying relatable made him one of the platform's most beloved creators. The day everything changed. On November 26, 2025, tragedy struck. According to buddy Bryan, the coroner in Muscogee County, Marquay Collins was found unresponsive at his residence and pronounced dead at approximately 6:20 a.m. local time. The news spread rapidly across social media, with fans initially struggling to process the sudden loss. Just one day earlier, Marquay had posted content, appearing as energetic and engaging as ever. There were no immediate answers, only shock. A mother's heartbreaking tribute. The first public confirmation of Marquay's death came not from officials, but from his mother. In an emotional Facebook post, she shared her grief with the world, describing her son as kind, loving, and deeply devoted to his family. Her words painted a picture of a young man whose life extended far beyond the screen. Someone who brought joy not only to millions online, but to those closest to him. She described him as gentle and kind-hearted, deeply family-oriented, someone who didn't have a mean bone in his body. Her tribute resonated deeply with fans, many of whom flooded social media with condolences, memories, and messages of support. The investigation begins. In the immediate aftermath of his passing, officials were unable to determine the exact cause of death. Initially, the case was classified as undetermined, pending further investigation and autopsy. Marquay's body was transported to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation for a comprehensive examination. As details slowly emerged, investigators began piecing together a timeline of events leading up to his death, one that raised new questions. The car accident weeks before. One of the most significant developments in the case was the revelation that Marquay had been involved in a car accident weeks before his death. On November 7, 2025, he was reportedly in an accident in Atlanta. Though he was taken to the hospital, he was released the same day, suggesting that his injuries were not initially considered life-threatening. However, in the days that followed, Marquay reportedly experienced persistent headaches, neck and shoulder pain, spine discomfort, shortness of breath. These symptoms would later become a critical part of understanding the circumstances surrounding his death. The official cause of death. After months of investigation, the official findings were released. Authorities confirmed that Marquay Collins died of natural causes, with the primary cause identified as an enlarged heart, a condition medically known as cardiomegaly. This diagnosis provided clarity, but also raised awareness about a condition that often goes unnoticed. Understanding an enlarged heart. An enlarged heart is not a disease itself, but rather a condition that can result from various underlying issues. It can develop due to high blood pressure, cardiomegaly, heart valve disease, genetic conditions. In many cases, individuals may not realize they have an enlarged heart until symptoms become severe or until it leads to sudden complications. Common warning signs can include shortness of breath, fatigue, chest discomfort, irregular heartbeat. In Marquay's case, the reported symptoms in the weeks before his death, particularly shortness of breath, now take on a more significant meaning. Could the accident have played a role? While the official ruling classified the death as natural, the timeline of events has led to ongoing discussion among fans.
The car accident earlier in November, followed by lingering physical symptoms, raised questions about whether the incident may have contributed to or exacerbated his condition. However, authorities did not classify the accident as the direct cause of death. Instead, the enlarged heart was determined to be the primary factor, highlighting how underlying health conditions can sometimes become critical without warning. A community in mourning. The reaction to Marquay's death was immediate and widespread. Across TikTok, fans reposted his videos in tribute, shared personal stories about how their content impacted them, created memorial edits celebrating his life. Many expressed disbelief that someone so young, vibrant, and seemingly healthy could pass away so suddenly. Fellow creators also paid tribute, acknowledging the impact Marquay had on the platform and the community as a whole. The reality of sudden loss in the digital age. Marquay's passing underscores a unique aspect of modern life, the deep emotional connection between creators and their audiences. Unlike traditional celebrities, social media influencers often share daily moments of their lives, interact directly with followers, build relationships that feel personal. As a result, their loss can feel deeply personal to millions of people who never met them. Marquay wasn't just content on a screen. For many, he was part of their daily routine, a source of laughter and a familiar presence. And in that sense, Marquay the Goat is not forgotten. He lives on in every video, every memory, and every person he made smile. Raising awareness about hidden health conditions. Beyond the tragedy itself, Marquay's story highlights an important issue: the silent nature of certain health conditions. An enlarged heart can go undiagnosed for years, especially in young individuals who may not undergo regular medical screenings. His story serves as a reminder of the importance of paying attention to unusual symptoms, seeking medical evaluation after accidents or injuries, prioritizing heart health even at a young age. His final post. One of the most haunting details of Marquay's story is how close his final post was to his passing. On November 25th, just one day before his death, he shared content with his audience, continuing to do what he loved. There was no indication that anything was wrong. For fans, that post has become a powerful and emotional reminder of how quickly life can change. A lasting legacy. Though his life was cut tragically short, Marquay Collins leaves behind a legacy that continues to resonate. His impact can be seen in millions of followers who continue to share his content, the joy and laughter he brought to everyday moments, the community that formed around his personality. In many ways, his presence remains, preserved through the videos and memories he created. Final thoughts. The death of Marquay Collins is a heartbreaking reminder of life's unpredictability. At just 24 years old, he had already built a platform that reached millions, not through controversy or spectacle, but through authenticity and connection. While the official cause of death, an enlarged heart, provides answers, it does not lessen the loss felt by his family, friends, and fans. What remains is his legacy, a digital footprint filled with laughter, personality, and moments that brought people together. And in that sense, Marquay the Goat is not forgotten. He lives on in every video, every memory, and every person he made smile.